I want to chat about Ricky.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how? Where do I start? Where do you want to start?
Start where you want. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Like back in the day, troublesome Ricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacko,
Yeah.
not Ricky. Them days were Jacko.
Yeah.
No one's allowed to call me Jacko anymore.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Nah, I don't let no one call me Jacko again. I'm the link now.
That's
Yeah.
big. That's big. Now, on a real, I see that like you're consciously making a change, making a difference, and the fact is that because people may have seen that side of you or knew that old whatever he was running with, it's like, yo, that's locked off now. I'm serious now and I'm about it. You get me?
Yeah, man.
So it's people have got to like.
The only people that really call me Jacko to such are people like who ain't seen me for ages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
hear
that's
that.
like-
correct him like, no.
Yeah, I'll say don't call me Jacko, innit? Like I'm not into this calling me Jacko.
Yeah.
I hear that, man. Big.
Call me the link now, Ricky. You're the link.
Yeah, man. Because last week we spoke about it briefly. There was a madness, and then you guys were going back and forth on Facebook with it. So like, someone said, I think someone said come through next week, and I was like, yeah, let's come through. So
Do you know what? A few people jumped up in my messages like, you need to go to that show. You know, you need to go and do something. Trust me, go and talk. And I was like, if they reach out, I'll do it.
Yeah, but that's what, like, I said to you. Said like, there's not like a physical shortlist, but you was on the shortlist because like the way that you have. I don't want to say turn your life around because that's dramatic, but you might say, yeah, turn my life around. You get me? But like the way that you're moving now is inspirational. But I feel like, well, I don't know if you've ever really told the story other than in the book because you got a book.
See,
and
you know,
everything as well, innit?
my book, yeah, the way I wrote that book, it was people expect that book to be because it's basically the front cover is showing a man in a hoodie, like looking like a roadman holding a bag of money, and then he's looking into the mirror, and in the mirror he sees himself in a suit.
Yeah.
So like he's in the ghetto, but he sees himself being in the suburbs as a businessman. Now people have just thought that book's about me, but you know there's only one chapter in the book actually talking about me.
Oh, that's not about you.
Nah, I've not. I don't think I'm in the position to even put myself out there like that. I ain't at a level to be able to talk about me for a whole book. I put one chapter, and I've only done that just for people who, if I can reach out to say one person who reads that and it makes an impact and changes them, then that's my job done.
Yeah.
All I've given them is information. And it's what they do with it, but it's literally the book's called The Transition, and it's about going from one place to another, and it's not necessarily being from the road to the legal, or it's literally from anything from being depressed to happy, being unfit to being fit, and it's about making a transition because no matter what, every single thing has the same process.
Yeah.
You've got to put work in to get something out.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you're putting your focus into, and that's what makes the difference, and that's what the book's kind of saying. So the book's called The Transition. It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
Plug that, man. Plug that. I mean,
So
but yeah, man, it's big. I think with that being said, do you find that, do you get many questions about the book?
Yeah. I've had a couple of reviews as well. I've had people that have been like in suicidal positions.
Yeah.
And they've read the book and literally it might just be a line in the book and it feels like it's grabbed them. And they've come back and says to me, Ricky, you've changed my life. And that's and I swear down, like no one ever lies. It's only £5 the book is. And I don't even know where the money goes. Like I had somebody set it up for me. I don't even know how much had been sold or nothing. Like I really I haven't looked into it. I've had publishers contact me. You know that film Legally Blonde?
Yeah.
The ones who turned that from a book into a film.
Okay.
They contacted me, and I was just like, I'm not at the right time at the moment. Like, give me details. I'll contact you when I'm ready. Because I didn't do it for that. As I said, I just had information that people said, look, lay it out. And so I just literally voice recorded it. I didn't know how to ghostwriter actually put what I was saying into words.
That's massive.
Okay, so even before that, then how did you feel like it was the right time to write a book?
How did it come about now writing the book? I think, you know what? I think everybody's told me to do it.
Yeah.
Because I chat in it, like I chat enough. Like I'm always chatting to people. Why don't you go and write a book?
Yeah.
So I was literally just, do you know what? I've always been on quotes, and that's how I started it. Like I come up with quotes. Like so, every chapter in my book is my own quote. Nothing. So everything's a quote. So I've seen people share my quotes and don't even know that that's my quote, and it's a chapter. Like so, that's what I've done. I literally had a list of I can't remember how much chapters now, 10 chapters, and I literally every single chapter is a quote, and I've just literally explained that quote to how it can mean something to you. So when people read it now, that quote will have, like, for argument's sake, I've got one that say, let's keep it for obviously what's happened lately. Boiling water doesn't always burn. And some people will be looking at that and like, what that mean? Like, I said, look, if I boil the kettle and you watch me boil the kettle and I tip that hot water into a cup And I says, would you put your hand in it, would you?
No.
But how much time is if you put your hand into hot water, see if it's hot?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, road's the same. I says, if you're on the road, like, if you stay on the road for too long, it's going to burn you.
Yeah.
So get out.
Yeah.
And that's where I've kind of put it. So like, you're gonna go through life. You're gonna come through times where it is hot and you're not comfortable.
Yeah.
But it's like you're not gonna be there forever. If you stay in there, it's gonna hurt you. But it's literally just in and out.
Yeah.
And that's that's the chapter was called Boiling Water Doesn't Always Burn. And I literally gave different scenarios of how that can make sense to somebody.
Yeah.
So from a youth that's on the road who thinks, you know what, I'm going to make this million. Because every road man's chasing a million. They've been chasing a million since the 60s. And £1 million ain't nothing these days.
I know.
£1 million was a lot in the 60s.
True, man.
People are buying houses for flipping 10 grand, 15 grand. Them Sam houses are worth 180 now.
Yeah.
So everyone's chasing a million. So I said, look, you don't need $1 million. Jump out before it hurts you.
It's true, man. Proper true. Do you think that with that being said, a lot more people from our backgrounds will see the possibility of writing books? Because realistically, when you're younger, you see your book as like this far off thing at times. Like, yo, if someone said, yo, can you write a book? I ain't write no book. I can't write no book. But seeing someone like yourself being able to do it and knowing the path that you've taken to get it out there, do you think that some author or even a person that may be in a kind of the same scenario that where you've come from will be able to have the
100%.
impetus to say, yo, I'm going to do something, I'm going to put it out there and try?
Listen, when you write it down, yeah, trust me, get it off your head. Get information on paper. As soon as you get the information on paper, get it off your head, and it's good for you. It's not even. It's not even just good for other people reading. It's good for you. Because I go back to my own book at times because come on, we're human, we ain't perfect.
Yeah.
And I literally contradict myself sometimes.
Yeah.
And I literally have to think to myself, yo, you've put that on paper. Like, you can't be going on like that. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? You made a transition.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
we do fall, so you literally got to make sure that you're still moving forward. And that's why if you always see anything I post on my Instagram, I always put A4NB. Always forward, never backwards.
Yeah,
and that's something that I live by.
yeah.
Always forward, never backwards.
What was the first thing you did? Like, what was the first business you started?
My first business was Jack's Wash when I was
thought so.
18.
So you had a child then?
Yeah, that's when I set up.
yeah,
That's when I
yeah.
set up.
Yeah,
When she
yeah.
got pregnant, I'll be straight with you. My first baby mum, yeah. She was a couple years older than me. I was 17, she was 19.
Yeah.
She was working, good job. I was on the road selling a little bit of weed. Get me? Thought I was the man. I was a man, just reputation.
Yeah,
Just going around every week, punching man up. That's all I was doing. Punching man up every week.
I remember the days.
That's all I was doing. And you know what? I was thinking about it the other day. You know, not one single person that I punched up was my argument. Not one.
I remember being with you,
yeah.
cussing other people that you
Yeah.
punching a man in for them.
Yeah, that's all I was doing. That's all I was doing back in the day. And my baby mum, yeah, remember? Do you remember G-Star was the lick?
Yeah.
My baby mum bought me a G-Star coat, and I thought, rah, how would she buy me G-Star? She's not even on the road.
Yeah,
I can't do that. She's got a job. And then I went and worked at Asda. And I was there for about 3 weeks, and I told myself then, I'm never working for anybody ever again.
Yeah.
I can't get told what to do. I tried the army and it lasted 3 days.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not
Just 3 days?
3 days? Was it 3 days? Yeah, 3 days.
I remember we had a leaving party.
Yeah, big leaving party. Yo, it was a shutdown though. Leaving party was a shutdown, you know. Listen, I had people from every ends in the Midlands there, you know. That party was a shutdown.
Where was it again?
At my house.
Yeah,
at my mum's.
yeah, that was sick.
Listen, these days here, had DJ Denver, Brett Maverick, Simdog,
I remember.
Dangerous D. Dangerous D was Bassman's DJ. However, I got him at my yard. Leavers, actually no, you know, I'm getting mixed up. That was my 16th birthday when I had all them DJs. My leavers
okay.
party was more of a nighttime flex, upsetting. I come back 3 days later, man. I've rolled up at Baggett, yeah. Everyone's like, what you doing here? I'm like, yo, I can't do it, man. Got man in my face telling me to get down, telling me. I was like, never again am I listening to anybody tell me what to do at work. No chance. But yeah, I set up Jack's Wash when I was 18.
Yeah.
And Raheem, the one that passed, I had him underneath my wing. He was working me at the car wash with his brother, not the other twin, his older brother.
Yeah,
And I had my van as well, so I was doing it mobile. I was going to factories and doing all their work, people's cars. And then I had the car wash static as well at Strikers. And that was my first business. I had that running for a while. And then I had a little thing at the Pegasus there as well.
Yeah, I remember Pegasus. I can't remember Strikers to be
Yeah,
fair.
Strikers was my first one. I remember having at the back of Strikers, and I was doing deals like if you have a mini valet while you're waiting, you can have a free game of bowling.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then obviously, and that's why I ended up getting Strikers for free. because I was telling them, look, no one's gonna play bowling by themselves.
Yeah.
That's one person's free, but the other person's gonna have to pay. So that's how you're gonna make your money.
Imagine playing bowling by yourself.
So strikers are like, you know what? We don't get no business in the day. Why not? And it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. But yes, that was my first business. And then I went. What happened after that? Yeah, I bought a house from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Big
When I
man.
was 21, and that was when the twin died.
Yeah.
After the twin died, I said, I'm getting off Park Village. So I'd done that, and then I went into Herbalife. I got conned into that. Started selling Herbalife, and then I went to uni.
Yeah.
You ain't in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to uni, studied business management. Graduated in that, and then when I finished that, and that's when I realised, and that's how I set up my new business from uni.
Yeah.
Because my new business, The Link, they says to me, look, one of my projects was I had to do a research project.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what, can I use an existing business? There's it has to be a business. No, it says, can I just use a business idea? And it says it has to be an existing business that you're using.
Oh, okay.
So I set up the business, it says now it's existing, can I use this?
Yeah.
So I used all the facilities that I had in uni, and I've basically used all their skill set to kind of make my business different to any other business. And then I ended up setting up a business that nobody else in the country had set up. And I set up on
That's the
accident.
Link.
That's The Link.
What specifically is the link?
The Link is literally, it's a property development and maintenance and improvements company. So I am literally The Link. So I've got a database of tradesmen, and I've got contacts for material, and people call me and I project manage it.
Yeah.
So that's where my business degree comes in, the management. And I pull tradesmen and the clients. I sort it all out, and then I just take a cream off the top.
Yeah.
But I still make sure that the price I'm getting my material at, I'm still underneath the market value, so I'm not got other competitors. And that fed me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That put me in a position to be able to live a comfortable life.
So that's what you're still doing that now, innit?
Yeah, that's one of my things I'm doing now.
So don't you feel like you could speak to the youths?
Yeah, but at the same time, see, this is why I had a conversation, because I've got a connect in London, yeah, he's from the road, but he's big. He's like, he storms his people still.
Yeah.
And he's basically like what I was saying, look, do you think that what motivated us when we was young, cars, women, jewelry, and we only seen that from rappers and footballers. We never seen no man in the ends who doing business and lived like that. But I felt uncomfortable.
What do you mean?
I felt uncomfortable to, I wouldn't call it show off, but be bossy.
Yeah.
But for a road man,
Yeah.
he can be bossy.
He can.
Yeah.
But a legal man's not allowed to be bossy.
Yes.
But I think if I was bossy, maybe the younger generation would be like, yo, like, I want that. And if they know that,
You know
like-
what? Saying that, yeah. Back a day, that's what used to motivate man
The bossiness.
to be on road, because
Yeah.
when I'm younger, yeah, I'm young, and I'm seeing man roll up in Subarus.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is when Subarus were big back in the day. I'm seeing man, I'm not saying one, multiple man roll up in
Yeah.
Subarus. I'm like, yo, I haven't seen. The only place I see this game, this thing is in Gran Turismo, when I'm playing PlayStation. So, obviously, the draw's there.
Definitely.
And that is the thing. It's a case that when you see something that you only see on a computer game, you see just a man that you know, and he's got one.
Yeah.
That's the draw.
I kind of feel like, though, this is me personally, but I look up to people, say like yourself, who can be, who is still true to himself. You know what I mean? You're still like Ricky, you get me? You're not Jacko anymore, but you're still Ricky, you get me?
yeah,
But,
because
like,
that's how people can be. That's how people can relate to you. If
Yeah,
I
yeah.
come out here, listen, this. I'll tell you an example.
but
You know what?
I don't feel like you need a big chain or anything like that, because
Nah, but at the same time, it's because there's a reason why you don't think that. Because you matured.
Yeah.
You've matured.
Yeah.
You see the youths that we're trying to impact.
Yeah.
They're immature. So what they think is, let me show you something. You know, when I had a chain, I had a BMW 320. Yeah. I've never really been a person that wears designer clothes.
Yeah.
And people would look at me and think, yo, but I was living like in a council house. I'm not knocking it.
Yeah,
I was living in a council house with my baby mum, and we was alright, but I didn't have nothing. You see, I went on holiday. I went to Paphos, my first ever holiday, and when I seen that the world is more than Wolverhampton,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I phoned my accountant while I was over there, and I said, listen, I'm done. I want to do stuff proper. And he laughed on the phone and says, Ricky, music to my ears, come and see me. And then that was in July. And then October, I bought my house.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then that's when I really felt like a somebody. Because I was thinking, I had a plan. I always wrote a plan that by a certain age, I'm going to do this. And by a certain age, and I was 5 years ahead. I'm still ahead, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, my retirement age was 40. I'm putting it down to 30 now. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to retire, but I'm putting myself to be, I want to be in a position at 30
You don't need
to be able to, my money, I don't want to work for money. And even now, I don't work for money. I make money work for me. That's just one thing. But that's that's educating yourself, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, school don't teach you that.
No, sir.
You've got to teach yourself that.
Man.
School don't teach you about money. And I think big people, and especially I'd say black backgrounds, black parents, they look at money like it's a naughty word. Like it's a naughty. Listen, I told my dad has been doing enough things in the community. Enough.
Yeah. Big up.
Like, voluntary, not voluntary stuff.
Yeah.
And I said, Dad, make some money, man. Like, all this work you've been doing, make some money off it. He's like, no, I'm being paid in different ways. I'm like, Dad, listen, money is not a naughty word.
No, it's not.
As long as you're living good and the money is just a reward for what you're doing good, then get paid.
You know what it is? I think us as the black community, we're not taught about, we don't understand money. Our parents don't understand money, because if you understand money, you can work out how to make more of it easier. And it's because we think, it's like when we do things for people, it's like, no, it's my friend. No.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, your friend saying, yeah, safe, he's not going to feed your kids.
And I think our generation, I know you're a bit older than me, but I think our generation are more westernized now, so we're seeing it.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, our grandparents would have told our parents, go and look one job. That's it.
Yeah.
Go and look one job.
Yeah.
And then we now would have been like, our parents would have says, still would have had that in us. Just go and look for one job.
Yeah.
Do you really think I'm telling my youth that? I'm saying, I ain't telling him look for no job. I'm telling him, listen, go and run business.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why we're more westernized.
It's true.
Because I've seen it. I ain't, like, if you get out the rat race from early as possible.
Yeah. We're figuring it out now.
The thing is, you know what? It's like, I'd say our parents say, go look a job. Then they said to us, go uni. Yeah.
For what?
But the thing is, now we're in a position to say, yo, what are you going uni for?
Yeah.
Because realistically, uni, fair enough, if there's something very specific that you want to do, like be a dentist. And that's your calling.
Yeah. Uni's definitely for like skills.
Yeah, definitely. I done it all backwards. I went from the school, road, business, uni. That's what I did. But I know why I done uni. I done uni because I was doing business, and this is road business, which is a different product. And I'm telling you now, the baddest businessman were a roadman. If they could switch up their product, they're the baddest businessman, I'm telling you.
Definitely.
And I'll tell you straight, uni only, what it done, it put a name to what I was doing. So when you're buying something, you're selling it for more, it does a name for it. There's your gross profit, and you're spending expenses, then you've got your net profit, and you got all of that.
The terminology.
That's all it done for me. It kind of gave me more confidence when I'm approaching bigger people in business.
Don't you feel like uni kind of tried to make you more like employable?
Yeah.
I hated that, man. It was like, do this and so you can get a job. I was like, I ain't trying to get a job. Like,
definitely.
There, like,
but I tell you, I had one really good.
I
had one very good lecturer, and he told me straight. He said, "Look, you see all this degree rubbish." He says, "Yeah, it's there. Some jobs you need it." He says, "But if I'm running a business, I want the man with experience, not the man with the degree." Because you can't beat the experience. So when I've got enough man coming up to me, "Oh, can't you give me no jobs? Can't you give me no jobs?" I'm saying, "Look, are you looking to go and shadow one of my tradesmen for a month and learn the trade free of charge?" Yo, bun that. I'm like, well, I can't help you. Like, just because because I can't help. Like, what can I do? Did you want me to put money in a man's pocket? It didn't. Life's not like that.
No.
But people want that though. People want a job. I was saying to someone over there. People like, there's people that don't want a job. People that don't want to work. Then there's people that want a job just to say they get a job and get paid. They don't want to do nothing at work.
Don't want to do nothing.
You know what I mean? You get the whole heap of lazy stuff and they don't want to do nothing. Then you got the people that want to work hard. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people that want jobs just to sit down, look pretty, and you know what I mean?
But do you find as well, like, are you a risk taker?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Nah.
But you know what? That's been put in you,
Yes.
But to be a risk taker?
To not take risks.
Oh, yeah.
That's been put in you, know. Listen, you see Bill Gates?
Yeah.
Failed at 6 businesses, before he went and done anything. I've got companies open, that I haven't done nothing with.
Yeah.
Because I've gone in there too erratic And I thought, right, I can't even do this. But you have to go through that. It's depressing, but you have to go. You have to take risks.
Yeah, I feel like I've never had a reason to take a risk because straight from sixth form it was family business, and then I just started running that.
But you know
Yeah,
what?
You know what I mean? So it's just
I went uni, obviously. I did a year just working, and then I went back, started teaching and that. But the thing is, personal development has taught me, you have to take risks.
Yeah.
Sometimes you will mash up, fair enough, but eventually you'll start to work and pick up things each time, and then you work out what you need to do and pick it up in your stride. And then when you get there, you'll be like, you know what? It was hard when I was struggling, but now I'm reaping the benefits.
Definitely.
And that's what it's about. And we're told, honestly, think about this now. I'm a teacher, and this is what people don't get. I'm a teacher, and I'll sit there and tell kids, just listen, But it's like you're conditioned from school age to sit down. Someone above you say, do this, do that, do this, do that.
Yeah.
If you do this, that means I'm happy and I get you have a good grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how's that grade realistically going to help you in the big wide world? It's
Let me
not.
look. Do you know I talk about agendas?
Yeah.
Think of the army, police force, fire brigade, all these places, school, everything. Everything is a pyramid scheme. Everything.
It's conditioning.
Let me show you something. Think about school as well.
Yeah.
So you've got everybody. You've got a main man at the top in it. So in school you got your head teacher, then you got deputy head, and it goes down.
As it
Then
gets
now
more
think about the
staff.
pupils. You've got higher.
Hold up a staff.
You've got higher, intermediate, foundation. Majority of students are in foundation. Then the next ones are in intermediate. And then you got one class that's higher.
Yeah.
They set that up like that on purpose.
Yeah.
Understand
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Even if there's someone intermediate who's at that level to be higher, they put them in intermediate because they have to have it as numbers.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they can't have more than one CEO. There can only be one boss. They need the person to clean the toilets. They need that person, and the person that's going to clean the toilets is more than likely going to be the person who's in foundation sets in school. So they've set that already.
Yeah.
They've already programmed you to do that.
I was saying to my little sister the other day, that's a job, bit different, but I was like, in school, you have to protect your name, because I was like, when I was in school, I was getting all my work done and then messing around. So when I'm getting in trouble with the teachers, they're like, oh, come on, Daniel, you can do better than this. We know you can do. So when I got told off, that's how I got told off. You know what I mean? But then there was man that I was with getting in trouble together, getting shouted at, getting excluded and that kind of stuff. And it's like we were rolling together, causing the same trouble together. But it's like I feel like because I kind of
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Did my
The
work
school
first,
school's done me bad. Remember, I went to Thomas Telford
Yeah.
to start for a couple of years, and then I ended up going to Settlements, and the school's done me bad. I remember looking at my leavers book here, and people were writing in there, send me a VO.
Aha.
Send me a VO.
Sad.
Visiting order.
Sad.
I haven't even got a criminal record, you know.
Yeah.
What is wrong with people?
I haven't even got a criminal record. And you know what? You see all these...
These times that was the teachers.
And you know what? And you know all these... all these A-star students.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not knocking them. Some people are doing good jobs and that. But out of majority, I'm not saying, I don't know all of them, but I'm probably in a better position than majority.
Yeah.
And I was the one that they didn't expect, and they all said I'd have somebody sitting next to me, a teacher sitting next to me, because they said I had like ADHD and all that.
Yeah.
And my mum and dad wouldn't give me no medication. They say, "Oh, you ain't putting no medication." But I've learned, you see, ADHD is a gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift. I've got a cousin who's got ADHD, and she's been put on medication. But I'm telling you now, ADHD is a gift. The medication is there to dumb them down. But you see that if you could channel that energy into something positive, I know what mine is, like I get bored very easy.
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing a business, or say if I'm doing anything, I'm like, Joe, I need something different. That's entrepreneur.
Yeah.
That's entrepreneur. Set something up and then move on to the next.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's what I do now.
not to bring up the name, but Kanye's been saying that for a while, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's kind of what Kanye is saying.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
like,
it's-
they do know it's a dumb down
They
creativity.
do it. They want to dumb you
But
down.
school doesn't really try and encourage creativity.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean?
What the school does, it teaches you to fit into the system and
yeah.
not be somebody special in the system.
Yeah.
There's a selective few.
Yeah.
That's all the school's there for. Like literally to make you fit into the system. Like I'm on it. Like, do you know my little ones in school, the ones that are in school now, we have parents' evening, and this is no gas I can show you.
Yeah.
And my daughter now is 5, and this is her last report. The one before it says, she's in exceeding and expected.
Yeah.
And I've seen all the exceeding. Yeah, well done. I can tell her that. Don't have to say enough to teach her. Okay, so this expected. How do we get to exceeding?
Yeah.
Okay, so we get that to exceeding. Now that in every single subject she's exceeding, doing above what she's meant to be. So I'm like, okay, so what are you doing with her now? Now she's exceeding. What are you doing with her now?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, what do you mean? So that she's exceeding. I'm like, no, she's exceeding to whose standard? To the government standard or to her standard? Because push her more. If she's exceeding, push her more.
I see it more. I see the push coming more in high school. With potentially 5, I can't see them pushing too much.
Why not?
I just can't see it.
Because look, if they're telling her spell this and she's spelling it, and write this and she's writing, putting grammar in, then make her do harder words, make her do better grammar. Because why is it you have to go to school.
You got to learn.
So then so you're saying when you have to go to school, you have to be at this level. Don't put a level on my child. Let her put her own level. Now, if she tries to do harder work and it doesn't work out for her, I'm not going to punish her.
No.
Because you're already exceeding.
Yeah.
But give her that chance. And the reason why she's at a better level, and I'm telling you this now, and I'm not going to take credit for this at all, is because the mum sits down at home every day with her. And because she's got an older brother who she's learned from, she's made her be at a level that's probably a bit further than what he was at that age. He was at a good level, but she's probably a bit further. And that's because of what's happening at home. The school...
Well, that's kind of what I was saying. I don't think the school at primary... I think the school at primary level expecting the push to come from home. And then I think when you get to secondary, they start talking about extra school curricular activities or whatever.
See, the thing is now, I feel that when it comes to like kids like that, it's... You've got to push them. Because...
They get bored.
They do get bored. Mom's daughter, she gets bored within seconds. So you got to keep her mind firing, and because they're like that, because realistically you got to think about the world they're living in. The world works 10 times faster than when we were kids, you know. Everything that comes on TV is faster. Everything, their life is faster. Think about this now. Before us, well, a bit before me, microwaves didn't exist. It's before me, obviously.
Just think how
So when I come in, I'm like, yo, I want my food now. Is it a microwave? It's like my daughter. It's like you know them little Tommy Tippy bad boys. You put the milk in and comes out and it's like, you know,
the powder milk kind of thing in it.
Nah, it's like
a you know the machines that you do, the coffee machines. It's like that for baby milk.
For baby milk.
Oh, they got those.
Yeah.
Okay.
All my daughters have had this. Yeah. Now, because she's had it. As soon as she's hungry, she's expecting some milk.
Yeah.
You get me? So everything's faster. Now, their minds work faster. So we've got to think, we need to push them more at home. Even though
But you know what though? You know that little thing there? You probably don't even realise that can have a bad effect on her growing up.
Yeah.
Because you know what? That creates spoiled behaviour.
Yes, it does.
Because it makes you think that in life, if you don't get it now, it's not happening.
Yeah. It's true. 100% true.
So do you feel like...
Don't get me wrong, on certain things I'm like, just wait.
Yeah.
Even when you're crying, if they're crying, don't pick them up.
Don't pick them up.
Listen, you know they're crying. If they're in
right.
pain, you know they're in pain. If they're hungry, sort out the bottle, leave them to cry. Because you can't do nothing for them. Get the bottle ready, then you go and deal with them. But all that pick up, they end up being spoiled.
Yeah.
And it starts from now. You see them first 5 years of their life. The sponges, the most important years of their lives. However you mould them from then, it's kind of where they're going to head towards.
To be fair, it's like you have to have the right amount of support and challenge.
Yeah.
Don't pick up all the time and don't be like, fend for yourself. You got to have the right balance, because I know there was it's been documented, and before I ain't gonna try and go into too deep to this, but people that have had a lot more challenge in their life have been able to be more entrepreneurial, to be able to fend for themselves and live like independently, whereas people who are brought up to more mollycoddled and like, we'll sort out this, we'll sort out that, they're more dependent.
So do you feel like we could do, as young fathers, to raise our children different than how we were raised?
For me, it's about, one, as Ricky said, 2 parents. I've got 3 girls, Now, my 3 girls, obviously, they see a strong male role model from the beginning. So you see all these social media business, trying to gain... A lot of it is for girls who try to gain a man's attention, to gain their approval. A lot of it's because they didn't have that from their father. You get me?
Yeah.
So me instilling my values in them, that gives them a basis to say, yo, to be honest, I'm okay with me, yeah? And I don't need to feel like I have to be part of this squad, this part of this clique. Yeah, I got my friends, but if my friends aren't there, it doesn't mean the world's gonna end. I'm satisfied in myself, and that's one thing that, because of social media, they see everything else. They see what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
And they feel, oh, I have to be a part of that. Like some of these boys that are just running on road. Some of them nowadays, yeah, it's not a case of they haven't got nothing. It's just they want to fit in.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that vexes me, you know, because you see, like, more time, our ages, man on road because they've got no choice. Don't get me wrong, they have choices. But
like back in the day, like,
back in the day, they didn't have that many choices, should I say? Yeah. Now, some of these boys are doing it. They've got a good family at home. They're just doing it to fit in. They're just running the roads to fit in.
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, you're running around with your brethren, but your brethren there, you ain't got nobody. So what are you going on like that for?
Yeah.
Why are you living that life? He's got nothing else. He ain't got a dad at home. His mum just got a few hours at work. She's struggling. He's got to put some money on the table. Say, yo, mum, pay this bill. Here's some money. Don't worry about it. She said, where you get it from? It's all right. Don't worry about that. It's okay.
Yeah.
Now, my boy, his family got big time car, whatever, nice house, whatever, and he's rolling on the road just for what? For what?
Image.
It's because that's what I'm saying. Is that image that they think they can get the bragging rights in it. They feel that they're the man doing that.
Yeah.
But that's because they've got no other options, no other role models. As I says, I can't think of a lot of black businessmen who I can say, look, it's all entertainment, and you think that's an accident? Black man being entertainers.
Yeah.
Like that ain't no accident, and that's why I'm not into it. Like,
But then that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I say again. Someone like you to chat to them.
yeah,
because
but this I'm saying, and I you see me, I'm my biggest critic, you know.
Yeah.
People come up to me and this might be bad, but I don't rate myself as highly as maybe I should, because I always feel that I should be doing better.
Yeah.
And that's only because and maybe like I've got some of my business partners are worth millions.
Yeah.
They're like stupid millions. They're living in houses that I can't wait to be in. Like they're talking about they're going helicopter lessons. Like this is the level they're at. Do you know what I mean? And I just wanted to get off Park Village. That was my thing.
yeah,
When I got off
yeah.
Park Village, it's like, yo, I want more. So it's like the link now. I've took the link now. It's going to be launched. I'm relaunching the link soon. I'm taking it to a next extreme level.
Yeah.
I've literally, the reason I've been quiet with the link and not posting, because I've really took my foot off the gas with the link and concentrating on other stuff. But I applied for my FCA license.
Okay.
And I got
What's
it.
that again, sorry?
Financial Conduct Authority.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
what I've done is, people that say, so what I found is when I was doing the link, is a lot of my client base are coming from suburban areas.
Yeah.
People who had money.
Yeah.
And I always thought, what can I do for the inner city community?
Yeah.
And what you'll find is a lot of them have got like like they love things on finance and stuff like that, which is nothing wrong with that, because all the rich people lease their cars, get mortgages. No one don't buy a £1 million house to get mortgage.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that. Do that, encourage that. But I thought if I was to be able to offer finance on home improvements, I'd be able to impact the people in inner cities. And now I've got my FCA license. I'm now in that position, so I'm doing that now.
That's big.
So people
That's-
can come and get their
that's
bathroom
good
and
stuff.
pay monthly for it.
Yeah, that's big.
I've got that in place now. So the link is getting relaunched soon.
Yeah.
But that's going to be where I'm pushing it. And this license I've got, I'm now classed as a broker. So I don't literally just have to give people finance and bathrooms. People can get cars off me and everything now with this license I've got. It took me a year and a half to get. There's only 63, I think when I read on the internet, 63,000 people in the country have got this license. And it's so hard to get. I don't even know how I got it, to be fair, but I got it. Do you know what I mean? I hired somebody to do all my paperwork and that, and I got it. So that's going to be coming. And once I've got that, it's going to open up more doors.
Yeah.
And then I can start bringing people in and, do you know what I mean?
Educating
But
them.
you can only do for somebody when you're able to do more than you can do for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I've got 4 kids, you know. Do you know what I mean? So it's like trying to be out there. I'm not trying to be out there and just keep giving. If someone comes up to me as a youth man and says, Ricky, like, I want to get into this, I will never turn my back on them ever. Do you know what I mean? I've had youths come up to me and they says, oh, I want to be an accountant, and I've said, look, phone this man. He's an accountant. Go and see him. Tell him I sent you. And I've phoned him. He's like, someone's gonna come see you. And I've gone down there, spoke to him, and they've gone down there and they've gone down that road. Like, I don't need to be praised for it. Like, that's my little good, my good little thing. Like last year, I was running a company called Tailored Training, which is a company that basically gets people into employment. So I was training people in care and retail, and it was a government fund. And I got someone in my team to put the tender in, run the tender, and we got 160 odd people into employment. Like,
That's sick.
Now to me, I was doing it for money. Of course I was. I was getting paid per person.
Yeah.
But it's more than money when you got someone who's coming in who's ain't got a job and now they're able to put food on their table.
Opportunity.
And that's the good deeds, and I'll be rewarded for that in abundance. And it's not always about the money. So I am doing things to help people, and I have got some ideas. I am running through certain things, setting up charities and stuff at the moment. I have got certain things in the pipeline where I will be coming to people like Spock and that and saying, look, I've got this going on. We need you on board, because all I'm good at is networking and business development, but I don't know it all. There's people like Spock who I need to come and use his skills and push it in that direction. I can put it there for them, but then they've got to run with it.
Yeah.
And that's it. But everyone's in competition with each other. Everyone wants to compete. Like, I put on my post the other day, I've got 1,000 odd people on Facebook. Share this CBD oil. Once I've got 50 shares, I will give somebody a CBD oil for free.
Yeah.
Yeah? I think I'm on about 49 shares. So I'm going to probably give someone for free. But why don't people share my positive stuff without me giving them something for free?
It's true. 100%.
Like, because I'm giving you something, you want to do it.
You want to do it.
But do it anyway, because guess what? Let me hear, when there's been a shooting, put a post up.
Yeah.
Everyone's sharing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anytime anybody puts anything positive, no one ain't sharing it, no one don't care.
Yeah.
Everybody loves EastEnders, Coronation Street, Emmerdale. That's what everybody's into.
But you know what? I was doing some training at work, and you know, our mind, the brain, is actually like hardwired to search out the negative. And that's why all the negative stuff, all the people getting beaten up on Facebook, all them different things, someone getting shot or this and that happening, those are the things that are shared, those are the things that are reposted, and those are the likes just flying. Whereas the positive, progressive things, they're just, it's like the struggling.
I think we should make a challenge. I think we should put out, once this has been released, that for a month, no one's allowed to share or post anything negative. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's see it. And see if it makes a difference. Because listen, you get up in the morning, what's the first thing you do? You pick up your phone.
Yeah.
And if you're reading on there, this and that's happened, you're like, flipping out. Your day's already spoiled.
Yeah.
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 Do you know what I mean?
Puts a negative spin on the
Negative
day,
spin on everything.
It's like I stopped like watching or reading the news.
I will start watching that long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But even
Negative.
Long time.
Negative.
Facebook's like that now, though. It's like, even if it's not like local, it's just mad videos on the timeline.
You know what it was? It's like I saw a video this week, and part of me just feels like, yo, we need to stop sharing this propaganda, because all it's doing is filling up your head to make the narrative that's already there continue. It's all we are doing is just keep spinning the wheel. It's like, keep going. And instead of that, we need to show positive role models. We need to show a positive mindset and say, look, the fact is that you can be positive. You don't even need to talk about the negative, because look, this is what I'm showing you. I'm positive. I'm doing this. So, everyone come together and work together and back the thing. And that's what it should be. Instead of all this foolishness that I see on. It's foolishness, man.
I was saying the other day, I was going back to the kids, the youths that are going on bad now.
Yeah.
You know what we should try and do? Set up boot camp.
Yeah.
Literally, and that's one thing as well, You see, when I'm saying this, I'm being deadly serious. I'm not even joking. And I don't mean little boot camp set up in Marines. I'm talking one piece of greenbelt land in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Build up some breeze block building and approach the courts and say, listen, make this a probational thing where the youths, them that go in with their foolishness, there's no community service. Make them come to boot camp, and the parents have to sign over the pit to them.
Yeah.
And they're there for 3 months. Proper working. Teach them to grow vegetables. All these things. They have music, kind of, because find their skill, find out what their gift is. You'll see it. You just gotta look for it. And then once you make it clear to the kids what their gift is, they'll start feeling themselves. They'll start being more secure, because insecurity is what's making them going with their rubbish as well, And
definitely.
do you know what I mean? So boot camps and stuff like that, we ain't doing it. As a community, we'll love to chat about all the badness, but we don't like, what's the solution? We don't like to talk about it.
Might need to be a little finger rings though, because they're not funded.
But this is what I'm saying, but self-funded.
Oh, self-funded.
Let me show you something. People don't know this. You're paying your tax. You can donate some of your tax to charity.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, gift aid.
So we set up one charity, and everybody say, some of that tax money I want to go to that charity.
Yes.
We've self-funded it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Asian man them self-fund their own businesses, you know.
Yeah.
Do you think them? Then you know them temples. How do you think they're funded?
Yeah. I didn't know it was through the tax thing though. I didn't know about, because J. Cole mentioned it on that tune. Like it was a thing that's not already existing, or maybe it's just not in
America probably.
Oh, okay.
I'm being deadly serious. That's how we don't want to do that. We don't want to do it. And what I'm saying is, like, think of it like this: how much people are sharing all these things. If everybody was to put £1 in a week, as all these people that are moaning, just say 1,000 people, it's £1,000 a week. £1, you know, £1. A Snicker cost me 85 pence. Do you know what I mean? A Duos cost me 85 pence, and I buy one of them every day. So what I'm saying is, we could easily that £1.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? Let me tell you what the difference is. Everyone has to be on the same page, on the same agenda.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to do it for them. I don't business, you know. Like, I don't need to be the face. I can set something up and don't need to be the face. As long as the what we're aiming for is being met.
Yeah.
That job done. Everybody wants to be, look at what I've done.
Yeah.
That's all everybody's interested in. And but I'm telling you, there's things we can do for the community. Like with these youth clubs shut down, we could have funded them ourselves. Oh, they're going to cost, Spock, a youth club costs more than £1,000 a week to run. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's all the workers.
Do you know what I mean? So 1,000 people putting £1 in a week
That's true.
pays for a youth club.
100%
That's
true.
52 grand a year. And then you know what? You go to all these other places. You go to like Wolverhampton Arts Council and all that.
Yeah.
And when they see that you're putting money in, they will match fund on certain projects.
Yeah.
But I can't do it all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You pull it out into the.
I can't do it all. Like
Pull it out
I
then,
can. I'm not in the position to be able to not work and just do things for people.
Yeah.
Because I've still got work to do with my own people, my own family, and people who need help, but they can come to me. But there's somebody out there whose skill set is in what we need, and they could do it. And I can guide them. I could give them contacts. I've got contacts. Do you know what I mean? I've got people who would love to spend 250 grand out of their tax money and put into something. Because I've got, listen, I would want to see where my money's going.
Yeah.
There's people out there making millions, you know, and I know them who if I says, look, we got this charity, we're setting this up, rare, and you have got them people that be like, you know what? Can I get a little picture put in the press? Give it them. This man just donated £50,000. Give him the expression star. Make him be give him the face. We don't business because our aim is to make a difference, not to be the face.
Yeah.
And if people really care about it, they'll do it.
Yeah.
But it's all, I think 90% of people that are chatting for the sake of chatting.
Well, yeah, but then a lot of people don't feel like they can do it.
No, but the thing is, this is the thing that vexes me, is that a lot of people, they want to come and say, oh, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. What are you doing to make it right?
But a lot of people like, oh, it's not self-hate, but you know, people that feel like they haven't got the confidence or resources.
Yeah, but guess what then? You know what you do? You know what you do? This is it, you know. All right then. We called it a hub. So there's me, I'm head of business development, networking, headhunting. That's my skill set. So I know how to pull people together, get the best. So I will see what you're good at, realize what he's good at, and then create synergy. And that's synergy. And that's how you create the best businesses are created through synergy. Yeah. So you might not be good at everything, but there's something you are very good at.
Yeah.
Let me utilize what you're very good at, and then you'll bounce off him from what he's good at, and then that's where we create something.
Yeah.
And that is all it takes. So when you got somebody coming into a room and saying, okay, what can you offer? At first, you might not be able to offer something, but you got some people who are just good listeners. Do you know what I mean? I'm not the best listener. I can chat. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't be the person that someone would come to listen, because I'm like, but there'll be somebody who can listen, and I don't mean listen because the difference is listening and listening. I mean someone who's actually sitting there thinking, okay, and then that person might be able to come to me and break it down to what that person said, and then I would be able to run with that. But that's what I'm good at doing. That's the development stage. You get the best out of people, put them together, connect the dots, and then that's when something happens.
But so, like the initial idea, it kind of takes someone. Basically, not everyone thinks like you, like that.
Yeah, but
like,
I can do that. Like what I'm saying is, if there's a spot where we can get people together and we pull a date out there and we say, okay, let's get everyone together to go and do this. And I'm not talking to get everyone together to go and argue about, we all know the problems. We all know there's trouble on the road. We all know that the police can do more and we forget all of that. I don't want to hear about that no more. It's all on Facebook. If you want to talk about that, go on Facebook. If we're going to get together, let's talk, okay, what's the solutions? And if you don't know the solutions, say nothing but come.
Yeah.
and here.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You'll go away and something will come and you write it down and you come back and we do it properly. And then how you do it is like this. You put your hand up. This is what we think we should do. Put your hand up. A vote, because it's not my decision, because it's not my program, it's our program. And then we'll see, okay, so there's 100 people and 8 people that says that we think that's the best idea. So that's what we're running with. Yeah. Even if I'm one of the 20 that says that I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
But that's what we run with. We try and error. It cannot be any worse than what we're doing already.
Exactly.
We're doing nothing.
That doesn't, well, yeah. I was about to say the same thing.
It's
not within our community.
It's not rocket science though.
Oh yeah.
You're trying to tell me if you used to go to a school and say, look, we want to hold a meeting to help about see if we can control this. The school's gonna love it because guess what? If it works, the schools like this. The schools give it them for free. People always it's not hard, but I just ain't got the time. But somebody out there has.
Yeah.
So if somebody's watching this now and says, you know what? Let me phone St. Chaz, let me phone Heath Park, let me phone the Civic and see if they can give us a hall. Get a date that is available, holler me, and we'll line it up. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. There's people out there who do care. And I'm telling you now, my dad's got a saying. My dad always says, I don't know if it's his saying, but he says, you don't check a doctor unless you're sick. And you see all these people want to pretend and act like it's not happening. Yeah. Make it come in their backyard and see if anybody wants to talk about it.
Yeah.
So just because it's not affecting your own now, there's going to be a time where it probably will affect yours. So why wait for it? Why don't you deal with it from now so it doesn't come in your backyard?
Yeah.
And it starts now.
Let's look into that, man.